promise, if you don't got nothing, if you've never preached, if you've never seen it, your praise will bring you to your promise. The very promises that God promised you in your mother's womb, God will bring it to you. But you gotta praise Him. I don't have dreams. I have like standing here in a vision. I don't have dreams that much. I wish I did, but I don't. So when he told you I had that dream about that package, I never had a dream. I never, ever. I met him. I had a dream about a package. It was wrapped up. It said fragile, handled with care. What other stuff is on stuff like that? It was just beat up. It was banged up. It was just, and it said, "Do not return to sender." I said, "What is this?" I called in Dawson. He said, "Oh, that's Marcus." I said, "You serious?" Then I found out, yeah, it's true. The eye is so weak to handle with care. He said, "Don't return it back." I said, "I can't send it back." No, don't send it back. Don't send it back. Because we're going to send it right back to you. And that's what happened. Over and over. Oh, my God. Woo! Come on, give God a shout of victory. Well, I hear you, Lord. Look at you and say, "Can you stand the rain?" Let me let you think on that. Can you stand the rain? Can you stand the rain? We're reminded of a passage in Matthew. I ain't gonna be long. I know how to wrap it up. And this is the same story that's been told about Jesus, and he was on the boat and the waves and all that good Jesus was doing what he was doing. It was his Father's business. It was a storm that came, a violent, crazy storm that you know that you was about to go through. But the good thing was Jesus was on the boat. Look at him and say, "Can you stand the rain? Can you stand the very storm that you're in?" Come on here. Or do you want to put your lifeguard jacket on and jump ship?
All right, say that. Right.
This storm was a violent, great anger storm. A storm is a disturbance of the normal condition of the atmosphere, manifesting itself by winds or unusual force or direction. It's talking about rain, snow, hail, HAILNHEL. That's my definition. I put it down. Thunder and lightning. Storms will cause folk to go back instead of going through. Can you withstand anything? Can I say that? Say the storm will come. Storm comes to what? Damage. They will attack everything around you that needs to be destroyed. That's right. To derail, storms come to derail and distract. Sometimes you go on a trip, you prepare yourself for vacation with your family, and then you find out a storm about to come. Will you go or will you stay?
Come on.
Storm, tell somebody that storms don't last. Say they will come, but they don't last. A storm tries to hold, in the storm, while God is having the storm, because the storm is going to come and it comes to take away and damage some things that are not good for us, that are not going where we're going. Sometimes we try to hold on to the very thing that God is trying to take away within the storm. Your storm, the storm that you're going through right now, that's why you don't lose your praise.
Come on.
But the storm you're going in right now will approve you or it will disapprove you.
Come on. Yeah.
How you go through this storm will approve you or disapprove you. Do you really have what it takes? Are you a follower of Christ in the church? It says up here at the beginning in Matthew 8 that Jesus told, a disciple told Jesus, Jesus said to him, "Follow me." 19, it said, he told him, said, Master, I want to go wherever you go. It said at 20, it says, and suddenly, why when, he said it earlier, why when we decide to follow Jesus and suddenly,
Come on.
okay, I'm gonna live, God, I'm gonna do what you call me to do. I'm gonna and suddenly, because you decided to follow Jesus. It says right here, it says 20, after he said, I'll follow you. He said, okay, let's go. He said that the dead and sin buried dead. And he said, and after Jesus on the boat, then the disciples, okay, they made their mind, I'm gonna follow you. Then it says, and suddenly. How many got a lot of suddenlies in their life? I know I do. Right when, I mean, you just made up your mind. So that you don't know how much suddenly you have in your mind yet. If you can just go, if you see folks just say this, oh well.
Yes, sir.
If you said, now I know that I shouted that I told God this game, because there was an answer something, because you decide to let God's will be done and not your will be done. God's will is totally different from yours. Totally different. But you decided to go follow us and then Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Your storm will approve you, disapprove you.
I like that.
It'll approve you.
Yes.
The way you go through. I reminded her, I didn't even know, the Spirit, the Holy Spirit gave it to me, because I heard this called, it was a movie called The Perfect Storm. I didn't even know. Because I was on title message. I said, no, for title message, can you stand the rain?
Come on.
The Perfect Storm. And then I said, is that a movie? Then I looked it up. It was a movie.
Yes, that's right.
They said, that's the movie. He the movie geek. That was it. He love movies. We first got married every week, Steve. 10, 12 movies he rented. Every week. Wait, right? You just get married every week. That's $40, $50, $60. Every week, because he loves movies. You do too? Put your hand down. Put your hand down. All the time. I'm like, just buy the movies. But he loved them. But it was called The Perfect Storm. And in this, they wasn't going to call it the Halloween storm, because this perfect storm, why was it called a perfect storm? Because the perfect storm will approve you or disapprove.
Come on here.
We go through storm, but there's a perfect storm that's going to say, okay, at the end of this passage, it said they went to the other side.
That's right, amen.
Yes, sir.
Because you're going to go through, okay, my money's funny, yeah, all right. All right, that's fine. Okay, that's fine.
All right.
They talk about me, okay, that might be hurting me just a little bit.
All right.
I know you're keeping, but then when you start taking your body and your family,
on.
That's the perfect storm. That's the perfect storm. To see your character.
Come on.
The perfect storm to see your integrity. To see you love Jesus like you say you do. Tell your neighbor, say, you in the perfect storm. But in this perfect storm, it said a perfect storm is a confluence of events that drastically aggravates a situation. Anybody aggravated like me? I mean, you aggravated when you know you can't say nothing, you can't do nothing, you can't touch nobody, you can't touch nobody. Let me give you something. If you cut the storm down, you ain't no storm.
What you said?
The perfect storm means you can't say
nothing. God, what you said?
You can't defend yourself.
Mellow.
When you can defend yourself, then you created that storm.
That's it.
But when you can't say nothing,
Nothing.
you just gotta keep stepping positions. You gotta keep being who you are. You gotta keep knowing who he is. You gotta follow him as you just gotta keep going. That's the perfect storm. In this movie, that captain was so determined He was so determined. He had all these crewmen, all these men, and then I did some research. Most of these men were divorced.